had a number of conversations with friends, family members, people in my circle recently, and I think this topic is worth having a conversation about. There are some of us and some of you that are so fortunate to have incredible family dynamics, incredible family systems. Your family is your blood. Your family are the relationships that you were born into. And that system and that family is supportive and lovely and wonderful, and your home and the people that you turn to first when you have times of celebration and you have times of struggle and you have times of loss. For some people, that isn't the case, though. For some people, whether you don't live anywhere close to family, which is my case in some ways, you've had to set new boundaries with family members because people aren't being respectful, and you end up not being in close relationship or as close relationship as you would like to. For some people, it's through divorce that you end up not being able to be with family on a normal basis, or your family looks really different than it used to. For some, they're just not in relationship with some of the people that are their blood relatives for one reason or another. There's many different reasons why every family get together and every holiday might not look like the perfection and the family unit that people think is normal. People think is what some people maybe think it's the only way that you can have family. For myself, I have a couple of different versions of this. As many of you know, if you pay attention to the Socket podcast, my mom and I haven't been in relationship for about 30 years now. I've also gone through a divorce, so sometimes I don't have my kids with me at holidays. I have family members that I'm close with, but they don't live anywhere close to me. And so I think it's been, oh man, maybe 25 years since I've had a Christmas or a Thanksgiving or any type of big holiday with my immediate family. We just don't travel around those holidays for different reasons, and we get together at other times. But my core of my family get togethers and my holidays has looked really different for myself than it has for a lot of people out there. And we just had some friends over yesterday, and we are like, you know what? You're invited to all of our family get togethers. Sometimes people go through different losses, even a death of a family, or when parts of your family are no longer with us. That's another way that you aren't unfortunately able to be with family during those special celebrations, those special holidays. So I am here to encourage all of you that might find yourself in these situations to live into the concept that you get to choose who your family is. Sometimes that's not a negative thing. It's just, hey, my sister lives in Colorado and I live here, and she's busy with her business over all holidays. And so I'm not able to be with her on the holidays. I'll see her when I see her, and that's awesome. But what happens when Christmas comes? What happens when Thanksgiving comes? I have had to make friends my family. And all that does is creates more family for you. I think if we open up the thought process of who truly is our family, and the thought process that we are allowed to choose who we allow to be part of our family unit. I think that's super exciting when you're bringing in best of friends, people that you love, people that you do life with, people that you do life the same way with. And it is also a little freeing if you have people in your family system that are causing issues that you need to set new boundaries with. Again, I talk about this often, and I don't mean it to be callous. I don't mean it to be awful, but if every time you go to your Aunt June's house, it's horrible and she's not nice to you or criticizing you and your family, or criticizing your children, and it's a negative experience every single time you go, and it has been for years, and it causes you anxiety and stress, and now you don't like Thanksgiving because you got to go to Aunt June's and you're going to hear the same thing over and over about your weight or how your children are, or whatever. Don't go to Aunt June's. It seems to me so simple, and I know it's not that simple. I know it's not that simple, but it's possible. It's a choice that you get to make for yourself. It's a choice where you choose to spend some of what should be some of the happiest days with people that you love and the people you care about and the people that care about you. And if your family dynamic does not allow for that, you're allowed to change it. You are allowed to say, I am not going to continue to put myself in a situation where I am freaking miserable. Now, that's not my situation, but I have a lot of friends that I listen, and patients even, and I listen to the stress that comes out of them every holiday and the tension and the building and the mounting and the this is going to be awful. And I try to slowly interject. You don't have to go. And most people say, yes, I do. It's just that's where we go. That's it. I'm like, well, you don't have to go. If you have tried to set new boundaries with people, if you have asked Aunt June to not talk about your weight when you're somewhere and she doesn't respect that, then she's not respecting you. And why should you spend your Thanksgiving with someone that doesn't respect you? Again, you get to choose. So you're going to fall probably in one of three-ish categories. Some people are going to fall into, like my Jason, right? His family is just wonderful. They're wonderful. I love being able to be a part of it. They come over. They just came swimming yesterday. We had a blast. We got little kids. They're super excited about everything, and especially swimming. They love to swim in the pool. They love getting presents. I know that's a shocker. And his family brings him and now me so much joy. And there's nothing that needs to really be done with that. We always are welcome to adding different people and friends to that family party. Just like I said, we invited one of Jason's friends over and they joined us and had a great time as well. So we like to expand upon that, but he doesn't really need to make any changes in his family dynamic. Then maybe it's someone like myself that for some reason you don't live close to family. Family isn't the go-to for those holidays. And then there's other people that really need to make a change, that need to pull themselves out of a toxic family environment. And that is harder to do than you can ever imagine. But if that's where you're at, and every family interaction and every family encounter is causing awful feelings and you not being comfortable and not feeling like you're respected, like I said, then it's time to pull yourself out of it. So then it's like making your perfect recipe, right? Once you get to the place where you realize, oh, it doesn't always just have to be the people that aren't respecting me, if that's your situation, or hey, these are the family members I really enjoy, but when we go to this side of the family, it's really not a good cause for us or not a good space for us. Then you can pull yourself out of that and decide, who do I want to spend my holidays with? What friends of mine do I want to make part of my family? And then you have the options, all the options on the table that you want. And I think of over the years how many holidays I have spent with wonderful friends. I actually just had lunch with my friend Heather, and one year I saw her right before Thanksgiving, and she said, "What do you have going on for Thanksgiving?" And I was like, actually, I guess I don't know what I'm doing for Thanksgiving. She's like, oh, what about the boys? I said, oh, they're going to be with Chris. And she realized that I was going to be by myself on Thanksgiving, which I had a couple holidays over the years where I was by myself. Some of them, it bothered me. Some of them, I was just pretty happy just to have a day off from everyone. And so she invited me over her house. My friend Monica, who I've spoken about before, she and I have lived close by for 19 years. We've been friends for 19 years. Our kids are friends. Our kids are almost like cousins. We vacation together. We've helped take care of each other's homes. When we were single moms, we've helped, do family dinners. And we have spent multiple Thanksgivings, Christmas brunches, Christmas Eves, you name it. We've done so many family things together that I can't imagine her not being a part of my family. And anyone that finds themselves in a situation where you don't have a space to go. I know for myself, I wasn't good at this when I was divorced. I could have called 10 people that would have welcomed me with open arms. So if you are the one finding yourself with no one to spend a Christmas with, so no one to spend a Thanksgiving with, no one to spend an Easter, or whatever holidays you celebrate, in your traditions, reach out to some of your friends. Let them know that you don't have any plans. And I guarantee you will get probably more than one offer to be included in someone else's family get together and family overall, that extended family, those friends that are family. And some of those relationships are going to be your strongest relationships to the day you leave this planet. And some of those relationships for me are people that are near and dear to my heart, and I just couldn't live without them. And they're never going to be my blood relationships for this family I've had to create for myself in Illinois, being far from my regular family. But it's just a bonus. It's just a bonus, and I'll be forever grateful for it. And I encourage you to create that for yourself. It doesn't, if you're sitting in a place where things with your family aren't going well, you get to create the boundaries for yourself, and you get to create what you want your holiday or family get togethers, what you want them to look like. And it doesn't just have to be one way. You have all the options in the world. I hope you all are doing well and have a great start to your summer. I know we've been enjoying getting outside, swimming, walking, just the warmer weather. We're in Chicagoland. If I'm not sure where you're all at, but we're in Chicagoland, and oh, it's just so wonderful once we get to this warmer weather and we get out of this cold Chicago winter. So hope you're all doing well. If you're looking to connect with me, you can find me at Cathy at simplysocket.com. Thanks. Have a great day.